Hello, this is Matthew Pike from representingyouth.com, coming to you on the final day of Rework. And there's just a story here that I've just come across in the last moments that I feel a deep need to share with you. We've been going around asking different initiatives just simple questions, and we came across one initiative who had many answers, and we're actually in a bit of a situation. There's a project from Azerbaijan called Stop Cutting Down Trees to Export Their Fruit, which very briefly deals with the situation where people are logging trees to create wood boxes to transport the fruit, and then the boxes are just thrown in garbage. Where this initiative is recycling plastic to make plastic boxes which can be reused and reused again. Not only is it starting this incredible grassroots recycling initiative that until now hasn't existed in Azerbaijan, it's also offering employment to many young people from all over Azerbaijan, as fruit is such a big part of the economy for the country. And here we came across that project, and I started speaking to them, and it came clear that they were in a bit of a distressed situation because a few months ago Rework got in touch with them, and they expressed how they'd love the initiative to come and present itself at this summit. Now, obviously, the initiative, these three guys were very excited. They had to reschedule a few things and save a bit of money here and there, but they came and they were excited to share and excited to broaden their network, because they knew that a conference like this could really help get the message out there of such a fantastic grassroots initiative. But when they came, they saw their name was no longer in the schedule. It had been replaced by some big talk in the room with some Swedish minister. I'm really not sure of the details, but it had been replaced. And it wasn't even until yesterday that they were given a table and a place where they could at least put some flyers and books and start generating a bit of interest. And believe me, I understand, Tallberg are in a very tricky situation this time. It's the first one they've done this big. Of course, nothing's going to run perfectly. But I think there is an element Tallberg is missing, which is human-to-human communication and connection. And I think this is an example of that. This is a grassroots initiative, very young, that could really do with support, and it was kind of pushed aside in replace of some Swedish ministerial debate, which I don't think needs to necessarily always happen. These ministers come to these conferences a lot. They talk about the need for change, the need for climate justice, but their actions are so small in that department, whereas here's a grassroots initiative that's done its talking and is really bringing some action. So I just question whether in the future maybe Rework can focus on that. It can focus on the actual grassroots initiatives that are bringing change, instead of the change makers that are just trying to talk about change and hoping other people will follow on. Because for me, as a young person, I get inspired by this. I get inspired by initiatives that are really doing it, instead of initiatives that are just talking about one day doing it. So yeah, that was all. I just felt a deep need to share that, and thank you for your time, and keep flicking through these stories, because as hopefully you've seen from this, there is stories here that need to be shared from a young person's perspective. Thanks for your time.